Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It is Christian here. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. So today I'm super excited because today, the day that this video goes live is the day that the Sephora VIB Rouge sale starts, which is today, Tuesday, April 18th, and I am so excited, you guys, like so excited. 15% off site-wide at Sephora, site-wide, you guys. Store-wide, absolutely everything, no exclusions. Like, this is it, you guys. It's a great time of year, you guys. If you're a beauty junkie, if you're new to beauty, if you're a beauty connoisseur, it does not matter. Even if you are now just getting into beauty, it doesn't matter, you guys. This is the time to do some shopping. It's one of two times during the year that you are gonna catch stuff on sale at Sephora. So today I'm gonna give you my recommendation on things that I definitely think that you should pick up, things that are definitely a little bit more splurge worthy, things that you definitely 100% wanna pick up while on sale. You wanna save every dollar that you can. These items are great even at regular price, but sales make it even better, you guys. And let's be real, you guys, Sephora can be very pricey. I've said it before. You can add 4 things to your cart at Sephora and the next thing you know, you're spending $400. I don't know how it happens. I don't know why it happens, but it can totally happen. There are definitely a couple of different strategies that you can take when shopping this sale. The first one is just to stock up on your favorites, things that you know you love, things that you know that you're gonna use, things that you know that you swear by, like your favorite primers, your favorite foundations, your favorite brow pencils. It doesn't matter, things that you know 100% that are gonna be in your rotation, in your beauty routine, that you just love and that you swear by. That is the best time to pick up some of your favorites. Stock up, buy 2, 3, 4 of them. It doesn't matter because you know you're gonna use them. Why not get them at a discounted rate? That is just smart shopping, you guys. It's just really good shopping, you guys. Get a discount on things that you would buy regular price. Why not? You know what I mean? The second way to shop it, you guys, is just to obviously just go ham sandwich crazy and just buy everything and anything that you had any interest in. Get the more luxury items, the things that you would not normally buy unless they were on sale. That 15% off just nudges you over the edge and it makes you feel a little bit better about buying things with those heftier price tags. I tend to do it, me personally, I tend to do it both ways. I definitely stock up on some of my favorites, but then I also definitely go after those more luxury products for sure. If you have watched any of my previous Sephora hauls, you guys, you kind of know that I don't hold back. Like, I kind of just add to cart, add to cart, add to cart, check out, proceed again, add some more to the cart, you know, that kind of thing. That's typically how I operate. It gets a little intense, it gets a little bit crazy, but I can tell you 100% for sure this time around, I'm definitely gonna be a little bit more refined in my purchases. I'm definitely thinking about it a little bit more, and I'm definitely putting a lot more thought into what I'm picking up. Whereas in the past, it was kind of like if I had even a little bit of interest in it, I was definitely picking it up because sale, hello, like what? Sale, why wouldn't I buy it? But that can get a little costly, that can get a little expensive. So this year I'm definitely being a lot more responsible with my purchases and my spending. I'm saying that hopefully I stick to it. I think I'm gonna stick to it because I've mentally prepared myself not to spend a crap ton of money this time around. So today I'm gonna break it down and definitely tell you some things that I think that you should have your eye out on, things that are definitely worth picking up during these types of sales. I mostly just have my eyes on a lot of skincare this year, you guys. That's kind of what's really intriguing me. That's kind of what I'm after mostly, but that doesn't mean that I can't recommend some good things or some things that I'm excited about to you guys. I'm gonna let you see a couple of things that are in my shopping cart, and then that way you guys can kind of see, you know, what I'm looking at. Am I gonna get it? Am I not gonna get it? But anyways, you guys, if you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you don't mind, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Subscribing to my channel, you guys, just ensures that you do not miss any future upcoming videos. And if you're not new to my channel, you guys, welcome back. Thank you for continuing to join and support. And yes, let's go ahead and see some of the goodies that I totally 100% recommend for this sale, you guys. Okay, so something that I definitely recommend and I have been swearing by, that I do definitely think has made a huge difference in my skincare routine. Your makeup application starts with a flawless base, you guys. It is so important. You guys know that I have struggled with my skin for the better part of about 2 years now, and I finally think my skin is starting to get under control. I finally think that my skin is starting to get to a good place. So the first thing that I definitely recommend is some type of skincare device, you guys. I have the Foreo Luna, and I also have the Clarisonic Mia 2. Picked up the Foreo Luna during the last VIB sale in the fall time. And if you guys remember, I had always said that I wanted the Clarisonic, but I didn't want to have to worry about having to replace the brush heads, and I just thought that I had read reviews. Ooh, the thunder and lightning. I had read reviews and people did say that this one is a little bit better for sensitive skin, but I purchased my mom a Clarisonic during Christmas time. She swears by it, she loves it, so it was just something that I really wanted to pick up for myself. So I went ahead and picked it up during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, and I swear by this. These tools are not cheap. They both retail between about $150 and $160 if I'm not mistaken. The Clarisonic Mia 2 retailed for $169. I believe that was the sale price though. And I want to say that I picked this one up for about $150. So you just kind of have to do your research on both of them to kind of decide which one would be better for you. I love them both, but I've been using the Clarisonic now for about 2 weeks, and I think that I like what this one is doing for my skin a little bit more. Granted, this one did make vast improvements with my skin, but I think that this one has kind of just started to take my skin to another level. I do have a long way to go still, but I definitely recommend these, you guys. They are very expensive tools, but they do work. Just do your research and decide which one would be better for you, but I highly think that some type of cleaning device or some type of skincare device, you guys, would make all the difference in the world. Okay, so the next thing that I definitely think is worth the money and things that you should definitely look into, and I purchased all of these during the last VIB sale. Higher end skincare, you guys. So these are all products from Sunday Riley. I have the UFO Ultra Clarifying Facial Oil, the Luna, and the Good Genes. So these products range anywhere from about $80 to $150 each. But they are game changers, you guys, game changers. What I did originally, if you've been around on my channel for a while, know that I picked up the little duo pack of the Sunday Riley that came with smaller versions of the Good Genes and the Luna, and I tested those out before I decided to go ahead and purchase these two individually. So I would recommend maybe picking up that kit and giving these items a try. I definitely think that they have slowly, I mean, it takes time for skincare to work, but I do think that my skin has improved. A lot of you guys have commented and told me that you've noticed that my skin is looking better and better. So, and I just think that high-end skincare is definitely worth the investment, you guys. That's the next thing that I would recommend. Something else that I would recommend that you guys taking a look at would be more expensive palettes, or palettes that have been on your wish list for some time. So for me last year, that was the Natasha Denona Star palette. I'm not necessarily saying that you have to go out and buy a palette this expensive, but it definitely is a good palette. It is very beautiful. I still use this quite regularly. It is definitely a bit of a pricier item. This retails for, I believe, $169. So this is something that you definitely would want to consider picking up during the sale. Some other high-end products that I definitely think would be worth looking at would be the Viseart palettes. These palettes are absolutely beautiful. Well, these palettes, I only have this one, and this is the natural matte palette, and I definitely think that this is a good investment. This is $80. It has everything that you would ever need to create pretty much any look like ever. And they are pricey. I always recommend picking up stuff like this. If I ever recommend like a pricier item, it's always going to be during like a sale, because things like this, again, don't go on sale too often. You wouldn't go wrong with shadows like this just because they work. They're foolproof. They just work, you guys. They're quality. So eyeshadow palettes are definitely something worth looking at, and I definitely would recommend looking at some more of the more higher end eyeshadow palettes that maybe you've had your eye on for a while. The way that I shop, and this is me personally, like palettes like this are definitely good palettes, like the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. It's a really, really pretty palette, you guys. But stuff like this, I typically will say buy at Ulta, because Ulta does 20% off sales as well. And a lot of stuff that if I can buy it at Ulta and Sephora both, a lot of times, unless there is a sale, a better sale at one versus the other, a lot of times I'll pick up stuff like Too Faced or Urban Decay from Ulta, because Ulta has a better point system, also does a 20% off twice a year. They do coupons, you know, randomly throughout the year. So palettes like this, or, you know, Too Faced, Urban Decay, a lot of times I will recommend picking up stuff like that when Ulta does their 20% off coupons, because that way you can also earn the points from Ulta. So that is why I typically will recommend more luxury eyeshadows from Sephora during their sales, because you don't get discounts on these very, very often. So that's just my opinion. That's just kind of how I typically work the Sephora sale. But of course, stuff like the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette would be nice. The Tarte lip palettes are really, really nice as well. So I definitely don't think that you can go wrong either way, but that's just kind of like my little opinion, my 2 cents when it comes to, you know, shopping one sale versus the other. And the next thing I would recommend is picking up your favorite foundation. Stock up on a foundation that you know is like a holy grail, a foundation that you know you're gonna use, you're gonna run through. It's not gonna expire or anything like that before you get a chance to use it. Always get your favorites. But if you're looking for a couple of recommendations, maybe for some higher end foundations, and by higher end, I mean foundations that are over 50 bucks. So there's 3 foundations right here that are in the $60 price range, and all 3 of these I would recommend. I do think that are quality foundations. You would have seen Friday foundations on all of these if you guys have been on my channel for a while, and I will link those videos down below. So the first one is the Giorgio or Armani Power Fabric Foundation. This is a newer foundation to my collection. I was very impressed by this foundation. I liked it a lot, you guys. And like I mentioned, I'm not gonna stay here too long because I did a full review on all 3 of these foundations, but these are ones that I would just highly recommend. So this is probably the one that I would recommend the most. Then the Dior Airflash foundation is also another luxury foundation, a little bit more on the pricier side. I wanna say that this retails for $62. And this is beautiful for every day, please. This is beautiful for like special occasions. It just makes you look airbrush, flawless, absolutely gorgeous. It is an aerosol. So it is the kind of foundations that you do actually have to spray out. So I typically would recommend just spraying it on a kabuki brush and then all over your face. This is definitely a good one to have for nights out, special occasions, you know, anniversaries, birthday dinners, graduations, that kind of stuff. This is a flawless foundation. And this is definitely one that I would recommend looking at during the sale as well. And then the final high-end foundation that I do actually like, I like these 2 more, but this is the 3rd one that I would recommend. It actually is really beautiful on the skin, you guys. This is the Surratt Surreal Skin Foundation Wand. I do have mine in the shade 3. Let me tell you really quick. I have this one in the shade 3. I have the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric in 3.5. And I have the Dior Airflash in the shade 201. This is a little bit of a different foundation. The only thing I hate about this foundation is the actual wand itself. You guys can kind of see that I kind of already frayed mine, and that kind of sucks for as expensive as it is. But I actually don't use this to blend in my foundation. I just kind of paint it on my face, and then I go in with a beauty blender or a brush, whatever I'm feeling. But it's like, it has a built-in brush, and then it's a click up little applicator. And this foundation was actually recommended to me by my friend Cotton here on YouTube. She says that this is one of her favorite foundations, and I totally agree. So this is definitely another good one that is worth checking out during the sale as well. I made a video not that long ago talking about 10 products that are new-ish or newer to Sephora that I definitely think are worth it, are worth looking at, worth checking out. And I will link that video down below. Any of the products in that video I definitely recommend. So something else that I definitely recommend, and I know that these are so overhyped, and I'm not gonna spend too much time on these because I have talked about these a lot. So the Steel of Magnificent Metal Glitter and Glow eyeshadows. I recommend these highly, highly, highly. I know that they're super hyped up. Now, this might not be something that you would need in like your everyday life. You might not reach for stuff like this on a day-to-day basis, but this is definitely stuff that I would consider a little bit more fun. Something that maybe if you didn't want to buy full price, a nice 15% off discount would help. These are also sold at Ulta. So I know that the Ulta 20% off is coming around the corner as well, I believe. So either one of those places, if you can pick these up on sale, I definitely do recommend these. Highly, highly, highly recommend these. So those are just a couple of things that I would recommend. Expensive, well, not necessarily expensive skincare, because it doesn't necessarily have to be expensive to be good, but if you've had your eye on Sunday Riley, Drunk Elephant, just anything that is a little bit more higher end and a little bit more expensive that a 15% off can kind of soften the blow on, that's the kind of stuff that I would really truly recommend, you guys. So of course, like I mentioned, you want to stock up on your favorites, brow products, brow pencils, your favorite primers, things like that, you guys, and then the fun stuff. So that's just kind of how I personally shop the sale. Now I'm quickly going to just mention, I'm going to grab my phone and I'm going to mention a couple of the things that to you guys that I am definitely going to be interested in picking up during the Sephora VIB sale. I honestly, like I mentioned, do not have a lot on my list, you guys. So I kind of thought I could just go into my loves list and kind of read off a couple of things on my loves list, and then it'll be kind of fun to see during my haul video what kind of things that I actually did pick up that were on my loves list. I can tell you it's not going to be very much stuff. The majority of the stuff that I am going to pick up is going to be skincare more than likely. I do have some stuff that I've already picked up, and I think that's why I don't have a lot on my list, because kind of as stuff has been coming out, I've been slowly picking it up. So I'm just going to do one massive haul and then include some of the things that I picked up during the sale as well. But I'll just go ahead and tell you a couple of things that are on my list, and this is kind of like my Sephora loves list here. And at the top of the list, you can see that the Drunk Elephant TLC from Boost Glycolic Night Serum is at the top of my list. I completely ran out of my Good Jeans. The Good Jeans is 105 bucks. The Drunk Elephant is 90, and they are supposed to be interchangeable. I've heard great things about both. I love the Good Jeans, but I'm kind of curious, very, very curious about Drunk Elephant. And the next thing that is on my list is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude Cushion Stick Radiant Makeup. That retails for $39.50. That I have been hearing a lot of really good things about recently. I was going to grab it when it first came out, and then I decided not to. Other foundations kind of intrigued me a little bit more. So that is on my list as well. The NARS Narcissist Loaded Eyeshadow Palette. I've actually heard really, really good things about this as well. I've never been one to pick up NARS eyeshadows. Really, I love their cheek palettes, but their eyeshadow palettes I've always kind of strayed away from, because I've always heard that the quality of the eyeshadow palettes themselves are not as good as the actual single eyeshadows are. So, but I've heard really, really good things about this one. I don't need any more eyeshadow palettes, so I don't know if this is gonna make it. Two other things that are in my cart, and I'm not sure if either one of them are gonna get purchased, but we'll see. The Marc Jacobs Beauty The Face 2 Sculpting Foundation Brush, and the limited edition bronzer brush, the number 12, the one that goes with the Coconut Collection. So both of those are in my loves list. Some of the stuff I've already purchased that I just never took off of my loves list. The Sunday Riley Flora Hydroactive Cellular Face Oil and the Juno Hydroactive Cellular Face Oils are both in my loves list. I'm only going to pick up one of them. I'm more than likely going to get one of those, like 100%. I just have to kind of do my research and decide which one. Right now, I think I'm leaning towards the Juno. I also have the Good Jeans in here as well. I don't think I'm going to pick up the Good Jeans this go round. I think I'm going to go with the Sunday Riley, like I mentioned, or the Drunk Elephant, like I mentioned. I also have the SK2 facial treatment essence, and I did purchase that in like a smaller size that came in like one of those kits. So I'm on the fence about that one. I'm still testing it out, but I think it's been working really well for my skin. I was gonna get the smaller one, the one for 99 bucks if I do decide to get one, because this thing is ridiculously expensive. So the Drunk Elephant C Firm a Day Serum, I also purchased a little guy of this that had kind of like samples so I can test out before the sale. More than likely I will 100% be picking that up as well. Those are just a couple of things that are on my 100% for sure, absolutely 100% gonna be purchasing. And then those are stuff that are like hard maybes, like I might need to be pushed over the edge a little bit. And then there's stuff that's of course on my list that I want to get, but I'm trying to be a lot more responsible when it comes to purchasing things during these sales. I really want to start focusing on things that I know that I'm going to use, because in the previous sales, I just kind of got so sidetracked with save money, save money, save money. And I ended up purchasing a bunch of stuff. Some of the stuff I purchased last November, I still haven't even gotten around to using yet, you guys. And I don't want to do that anymore. I just get so excited and I just get so overwhelmed and I impulse buy. But with this sale, I have really been focusing on things that I know that I want, on things that I know I will use, on things that will kind of help me with where I'm at, which is my skincare. That is my primary focus right now, getting my skin under control. So I kind of already have everything I want pretty much in my cart. I started kind of getting my cart ready about 2 weeks ago. That is something else that I highly recommend doing. Getting your cart ready, putting everything in your cart that you know you need. Really think about it, really weigh your options, make sure that it's something that you will benefit from, and don't just like impulse buy it like I have so many times in the past, you guys. So I really want, you know, this, it's fun, and you definitely want to purchase fun things and things that you might not purchase on sale, but you also want to find that balance of not wasting your money because you purchase something on sale but then you never use it. So just really just take your time, really think about it. Don't impulse, don't hop on the website and just like go ham crazy, or don't just go into the store and just go out of your mind. You know what I mean? Just kind of reel it in a little bit. And then I also typically do a little bit more spending during the 20% off versus the 15. And also, you guys, don't forget to use Ebates. I don't really talk about Ebates too much on my channel, but you guys, I do use it. I love Ebates. I use Ebates all the time when I shop online, and I typically usually always shop online. So don't forget to download Ebates. Don't forget to install Ebates on your phone or on your computer if you're not using it, and get that cash back. So yeah, you guys, that is pretty much it. Those are my tips and tricks, or things that I would recommend as far as how to shop the Sephora VIB sale. Enjoy the 15% off, you guys. Let me know down below some of your favorite must-haves. Even though my list is kind of refined, I still want to hear from you guys on some of the things that you guys are definitely going to be picking up, because I would just like to know, you guys, and maybe if it's something a lot of you guys like and maybe I'm just not aware of it, it'll be some stuff that I will want to check out myself. So yeah, you guys, that is pretty much it. Those are my recommendations. I really hope that you did enjoy them. Happy shopping, you guys, and be responsible with your shopping. I know, coming from me, that's like a laugh, but try, do your best. And yeah, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.